Hi, this is Jen from Floppy Ear Pottery, and behind me is Daisy. Hi, baby girl. Come on, say hi. Hello. So this is my Coonhound mix rescue. She's part of the Floppy Ear Pottery family. She and her sister were the inspiration for the name of my little pottery studio. Um, she is about 4 years old. Her sister Petunia is 10. Petunia is a Pitty Lab and Pointer mix. And actually, when I initially started Floppy Ear Pottery, it was named after Petunia and her biological sister Boots. We lost Boots at about 4 years old. She died from lymphoma. Um, it was sad to have her like lose her because well, we missed her terribly, but she and Petunia were very well bonded. And when we lost her, Petunia went into pretty bad depression. And although I don't think my husband and I were ready for a second dog because we had just lost Boots, we saw that Petunia actually needed a playmate, a sibling. So we went to one of our local rescues here called Home for Good. Fantastic organization, and they helped us find Daisy. Petunia was introduced to a bunch of different dogs, and she picked Daisy, and Daisy has been a little, no, little angel, little devil, whatever you want to call her, depending on the day. But she's been a great dog and a great little sister for Petunia. That's a little bit of story. I figured I would introduce her since she was walking around behind me. Now I can hear her pitter pattering upstairs. Um, this is my seventh blindfold throwing little challenge. Uh, what I'm making today, I was gonna stop for the day, but I figured I had one more ball of clay, and I figured let me just throw something. Um, and I didn't know what to make, so I figured, I'll use my blindfold and try it. But I did come up with an idea. So this is number 7. I'm thinking of making a vase, um, almost like a donut vase. So it's going to be empty on the middle or in the middle, and then the vase part will be the outer circle, the ring. So the way I'm going to throw this, if nobody's ever done it before, I open all the way down to the wheel head, and I bring out the clay. And then when I get a thick band, I split it down the middle, not to the wheel head, but I do create a channel. I bring up the inner wall, I bring out the outer wall, and then unite them. It's hard enough to do when I'm seeing. It should be interesting when I see, or when I try, when I can't see what I'm doing. Um, Same setup, my water, my tools, and my Shimpo VL Whisper. Okay. Okay, here we go. I can find my sponges. So this is about 10 ounces, 11 ounces. So it's going to be a small vase. It won't be anything too big because I don't have enough clay to do anything major with it. But I already had wedged it and I figured, let's just do something with it. And this is 240G, which means with grog, from the Standard Clay Company. It's one of the clays I can find here in the area where I live, and I actually like the clay a lot. I got to meet the owner one day when he was delivering the clay, and I kind of liked the fact that he was doing the delivery himself, and he was kind enough to help me load it into my car. And since then, I've been a loyal customer. I mean, I've tried other clay companies, and they're all very good. They all have their different qualities, and like with anything, you have to get used to it. So I've dropped my hole down to the wheel head, and now I'm doing what I typically don't do, which is drop and open towards me. Okay. Now I'm going to try and clean the middle. Now this will, I hope I don't screw it up. I'm trying to leave a little bit more clay on the outside than I would on the inside, just because there's more to go up. I figured the outer wall is going to be bigger, right? It has a larger amount of distance to cover, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to pull up anything here. This seems really small. It's also hard to tell because I don't know the rotation of my wheel in relation to where I am. Like, as I'm pulling, I'm not sure if I'm pulling too quickly and the wheel is spinning too slowly or vice versa. I don't think this will work, but let's see. Oof. Something closed, but I don't know if it has any air trapped inside. Trying to round out the donut. I can tell it's closed. I just don't know if there's any air or if it's just a brick of clay. Okay. In my mind, this was flatter and fatter. Oh, yeah. I didn't expect it to be as tall as it is. I mean, I know it's not very tall, but in my mind, it was, this is about an inch. When I was throwing it, ooh, my hair looks lovely. Um, it was coming, like in my mind, it was maybe, I would say anywhere between a half inch to 3/4 of an inch. So I'm actually surprised at the height on it. Um, it's pretty centered, and the inside is actually cleaner than I expected it to be.